Kia ora. I'm Sarah. I'm the General Manager here at Awhitu Landcare. This nursery predates both myself and Lisa a very long time. We grow about 100,000 plants every year. They all come from the Awhitu Peninsula and they go back to the Awhitu Peninsula, so they whakapapa here. And that's part of our vision to restore Awhitu. I think from beginning to end, Plant Pass took us a year or two, and we definitely could have done it faster than that as well. It doesn't need to take 2 years to do it. Yeah.
We just had a lot of change in staff during that time. Yeah.
The audit process was pretty painless. Everybody involved was really supportive and lovely, explained the process to us, mapped out the timeframes. We had support to do our self-assessment in advance as well, so I think we went into it knowing everything we needed to know and there were no surprises. The costs weren't prohibitive for us. I think probably the biggest expense has just been the time to understand the process and to upgrade our systems and then to implement those systems as well. But there's room for flexibility in that and how much time you choose to take and the systems that work for you when you're setting up how you're going to achieve Plant Pass. And then for us, it's, yeah, how much do we save at the end of it by finding issues faster than we would have without it. I think it proved its worth this year actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
fungal issues last year. This year we've been able to keep on top of it due to monitoring them a bit better, so
Yeah.
and catching it before it spreads any further.
Yeah, so the plants themselves were growing above ground beautifully. And so if you were to just eyeball them, you wouldn't know anything was wrong. But because we were being more structured in taking the plants out and inspecting the root balls and doing that more often, we were able to identify that some of them weren't developing as quickly as we would have expected them to. And so because we'd been doing that really early, the team have been able to intervene and ensure that they do grow properly. There's actually been a really big win for us as well, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
We've typically had some really good practices, but we haven't always had it written down. And so now that we've developed the nursery manual to meet the required points for Plant Pass, we also have this wonderful resource that we can pull on. And you know, if Lisa and I were to move on, we have staff changes.
Yeah.
It's all written down. Anyone can pick it up and follow it.
Yeah, and any procedures that happen within the nursery, say something goes wrong with the water or something, they can just go into the manual and read how to fix it, basically. Yeah, and got all our contacts if we need to get hold of anybody else.
Good biosecurity practices are always worth doing. I think that's the investment up front. That means you get good outcomes later. So it's worth spending a bit of time to do that, and I think Plant Pass is just a structure to use to make sure you do have good biosecurity practices. But for us, I think it's also just, it's what we do, right? Like we take so much pride in our plants. We have quite a lot of love for the plants as well, so you don't want any unpleasant surprises when they are due to go out and be planted. So our hope is that more nurseries will take up Plant Pass, that it will become more common knowledge. I think sort of lifting the bar a little on biosecurity practices is in everyone's best interests. Yeah, I'd love to just see more understanding sort of in the industry and by everyone else as well about what we can do to protect our plants. And my hope is that in the future Plant Pass will help get us there.